There's a new UAE tax requirement that almost no free zone business knows about yet. It was issued quietly in June 2026. It affects every free zone distributor claiming 0% corporate tax. And if you miss the deadline, your 0% rate becomes 9% retroactively. Nobody's talking about it. So let's talk about it. FTA Decision Number 6 of 2026. It doesn't change the 0% rate for qualifying free zone persons. What it changes is how you prove you deserve it. If you're a QFZP engaged in the distribution of goods or materials in or from a designated zone, you now need an agreed upon procedures report, an AUP report, from an independent external auditor every year, prepared under ISRS 4400, submitted within 30 days of your corporate tax return filing. Miss that deadline, your distribution income gets reclassified as non-qualifying, and the 0% rate you've been building your business model around? Gone. 9% applies. Retroactively. The rate doesn't change. Your eligibility for the rate does. Now, this is not a full audit. An AUP engagement is different. The auditor performs specific procedures and reports factual findings. No opinion, no conclusion. Just facts the FTA will read. The auditor checks two things. First, your customers are genuine resellers, not end consumers, businesses that buy your goods to sell them onward with or without processing. The auditor will inspect trade licenses, signed reseller declarations, sales agreements, invoices, transactional records. If even one major customer can't prove reseller status, that entire revenue stream is at risk. Second, your imports entered through a designated zone, not any UAE port, a designated zone specifically. The auditor inspects import declarations, customs clearance documents, bills of lading, warehouse records, goods movement logs. If your goods came through a standard customs port instead of a designated zone, your qualifying activity claim may not hold. Here's a detail most firms are missing. The FTA prescribed the sampling formula. Sample size equals population divided by 1 plus population times 0.10 squared, a 10% margin of error. But the critical part, the sample must be value weighted. The auditor starts with your biggest customers first, your largest transactions, your highest value import records. So if you have 200 customers, they're not picking randomly. They're starting with your top 10, 20, 30, the ones representing the bulk of your revenue. If there's a documentation gap in your largest customers, that's exactly where it surfaces. Random sampling would let small errors hide. Value-weighted sampling makes sure the big exposures are found first. Now here's the trap. Your CT return filing deadline is September 30th, 2026. The AUP report is due 30 days after that, October 30th. But you can't start the AUP process after you file your return. The auditor needs your full year of documentation, customer licenses, reseller declarations, import records, customs filings, warehouse logs. If you haven't been collecting this evidence throughout the year, you cannot produce it retroactively in 30 days. This is not a year-end exercise. It's a year-long discipline. The FTA isn't making it harder to qualify for 0%. They're making it harder to claim 0% without proof. For years, free zone status was assumed. You set up in a free zone, you did distribution, you got 0%. Almost automatic. Decision number 6 of 2026 changes that assumption into an assertion. One you must prove with independent auditor verified ISRS 4400 compliant evidence. The 0% rate was never free, it was always conditional. Now the FTA is asking you to prove it. The question isn't whether you qualify, the question is whether you can prove it.